Well, hi there. A friend of mine has very kindly given me a whole pile of vacuum cleaners to add to my collection. One of which is this really weird Samsung. So in this video, we're going to take it out of its box, check it out, and see just what a bizarre cleaner this is. Yes, hello, welcome back. Yeah, as I say, my mate, he was having a clear out, and he's given me about 18 machines, various Dysons, a Hoover, this weird Samsung thing, a Vax carpet washer. I've got, yeah, there's loads of them, so we can definitely make a good few videos from that pile. This one really caught my attention because I had no idea this Samsung POWERStick Pro VS8000 Essential, God, it's a mouthful, isn't it, even existed. This is the first one I've ever seen. I've not even seen one on eBay. Apparently, my friend bought this from Amazon, and interestingly, on the sticker, on one of the many stickers on it, it says carton number 72 of 86. So I don't think this is a particularly common cordless, handheld, upright vacuum cleaner. It's really odd. I have taken it out of the box previously because I just wanted to sort of understand how it worked, but we'll unbox it now and we'll check it out and have a look at it. It's so strange, and it's so big as well. It is. I think it's the biggest cordless handheld I've ever had my hands on, and it's such a strange cleaner. So what we'll do is we will swap round, you come down here, and then we will unbox this thing and then take a look at it in more detail. So let's do it. Right, let's unbox this POWERStick Pro and check it out. Let's let's see what's going on here. It is a bit crazy, guys, I have to say. Very, very strange machine. Now this is second-hand. It's been used, but it is in remarkable condition. I genuinely am amazed at it. So, okay, first thing we pull out is a rod. Now, I just want to show you how Dyson-esque is this rod. Look at it. It's so Dyson. And we've got this sticker here, digital inverter technology. So it's got a digital inverter motor, and they're obviously very proud of this because they've put it right there on the extension wand. But again, look how Dyson-esque that is. It's really amazing. They were definitely copying Dyson here. Then we've got this little box here. Now this little box contains the charger and the mains cable, and it's also got the dusting brush. So we'll take that out. We'll have a look at that. But I don't think we really need to be bothered about the charger. So let's pop that over there for the time being. Now we're getting down into the guts of things here. So let's pull out the machine itself. I'm probably not even going to be able to, well, we will move around to see this a bit better. But, oh, look at the size of it. Oh my God, it's so heavy. There's the beast. Look at it. It's like a giant gun. It's just insane. It is so heavy as well, guys. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, we will take a closer look at all this and what's going on here. And got a power switch and a trigger. Yeah, it's all a bit crazy. So let's just put that to one side. It just about stands up on its own, which is a massive bonus. Then we've got the Crevice Tool, which is quite, there goes the machine because it's so heavy. Quite a cool Crevice Tool, actually. So yeah, we'll take a look at that. And then we have the main Powerhead. And again, you'll look at it and you'll go, what does that remind you of? I mean, it's just Dyson, isn't it? It's just this turbo action brush. Oh, yeah, turbo action. It's so Dyson. I mean, look at it. Look, this. It's so Dyson. Unbelievable, really. But yeah, that's the turbo action brush. And I do have a bonus head to show you as well. So that's pretty much it for what's in the box. So let's just re-sort ourselves, and yeah, we'll have a closer look at this beast. I'm going to pop that box back in there, as I am rapidly running out of space in this room. Really nice box, actually. And in fact, that's a theme that I will definitely come back on over this. The quality of this machine is really good. The build quality and the plastic quality is fantastic. So let's swap things around again, and we'll check this beast out. Well, here we are. Look at this. Look at this madness. This is like this is the, yeah, this is it. This is the machine. It's so big. Just, it's massive, and it's really heavy as well. You really wouldn't want this on your wrist for any great length of time. Yeah, there's a real heft to it. You could kill someone with this. It really is quite something. Quite an interesting machine, I will say, but unfortunately fatally flawed. And you can probably guess what the fatal flaw is on this cleaner, because it's residing in this area here. And it's a real shame. As I say, and as I will keep saying, the quality of it, pew pew pew, pew pew, pew, is amazing. It is genuinely amazing. I'm so, God, it doesn't even stand up. It's so well made, really, really well made. A real quality appliance. And I think, from what little I've actually found out on them, they were expensive cleaners. They were like £300, which is definitely well into Dyson money. And, you know, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. It does seem these days that if you want a bagless vacuum cleaner, you've got to buy Dyson. You have to, because everything else is just not as good. It's just not as good. And that will probably trigger some people, and I'll get comments. You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. Blah, 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 blah. In my humble experience, I have found that if you want bagless, it's Dyson every time. Now, I just want to do a size comparison here. So here's the Samsung, and here we have a Dyson DC59. Now, I just want to... Yeah, I think you can see what I'm talking about there, can't you? Look at the difference in the sizes of these cleaners. And this is so much lighter than this. So much lighter. Obviously, this is an older model. This is as I say, DC59/V6. So yeah, older one, but comparatively, just the difference in them it's amazing. This is so much bigger. This massive laser gun is so much bigger than this little DC59/V6. And this works so much better. So much better. I had one of these, a V6, for many years, probably about 5 years, and it was fantastic. Really, really good little cleaner. If I had this, if I had this, I would have been very annoyed. And actually, last night, I saw one of these for sale on eBay. I'm just going to put the 59 back down on the floor. And I think the lady wanted £95 for it. And in her listing, foolishly, I think, she put, I've had this for a couple of years. I've kept trying to use it, but the filters keep blocking up. Well, okay, why would you put that in your eBay listing? You say, oh no, it works perfectly. It's great. It's super. It's wonderful. I just don't use it anymore. Don't put that your filters block up. That's just stupid. That's just like, yeah, you're going to lose yourself sales there. But she did. And that does lead me nicely on to the Achilles heel with this absolute beast. And it is the filtration of it. Now, if you look at that, isn't that very shark-esque? That is so much like a shark in there. And this whole kind of shape is very shark-esque. I don't know who did it first, if it was Samsung or Shark, but very shark-like. I'm going to put that down there because that's where all the weight is. So the problem is this, I don't even know if you can call it a cyclonic bin, because really it ain't. It's not cyclonic. You kind of take it apart like this. So this slides out like this, and it seems to be, it's a bit over the top really. There's a lot going on here. So that's your filter, you can see it in there. And then you have your sort of cyclone, and it's barely even a single cyclone on it. It's just, I mean, it's barely a single cyclone. It's like, it's one, it's not even one, it's like 3/4 of a loop around. So that's where the problem is. And if you look in there, you see that red bit? Now that's like a little cone. You know how most machines have cones in there, and then all the crap gets stuck on the cone and then you lose the suction power. Well, there's this bit on the front here that you can pull out. And if you pull that out, see that? That goes in and out like that. And that is meant to clean that bit of plastic. So it's meant to pull the dirt off it when it gets bunged up. But it doesn't really. It's not effective. Oh, there's a bit of dirt in there. That's nice. Let's put that over there for later. It doesn't really work, to be honest with you. So you end up with this like cowl blocked up with, again, it's cat hair. That's the problem I have, because my pussy is long haired, and she just leaves it everywhere. Trying to use this to pick it up, it just wraps around, because that's, as I say, it's barely a cyclone, and it just gets stuck on there. You pull it out and it's just going to bunch up or pull it in. So yeah, utterly useless. Then we come on to the filter itself, and it's housed in this like really weird kind of flip up. You kind of put it there. Oh, you squeeze it together. This is not very good. You squeeze it on the sides like that, and then open it up so it's like a clamshell. And then you have the little nappy filter really inside. And whilst it is sort of ridged, it's like a 3D effect with sponge on it. It's got sponge on this side, and then it's cloth. Yeah, it's white cloth inside. Like I don't know if it's a Hepa material, probably not. I wouldn't have thought so. But it's not very big, as you can see. It's quite a small filter, and it just blocks up. It just blocks. The dust goes straight through. It all gets caught in here. And of course, people being people, normal, average people who are going to buy these things, they won't clean the filters. They just won't do it, will they? They'll use it a few times. They've spent £300 on this, £300 on it, and it hasn't got any suction. Put it in the garage. 2 years later, stick it on eBay. What's the point? What's the point? It just seems so silly. This can only go in one way. It's kind of like keyed, so you have to put it in that way. And yeah, and that's the little dust box. And it's not too bad a size, the dust box, but probably on par with the Dyson, I'd say. But yeah, just really, oh, I could pick it up again. Really not great. And then it just kind of slides in like that and clips back into place. So the laser gun itself is pretty cool, actually. We do have a Hepa exhaust filter here. So that's proper Hepa. You can see in there, see its ridges. And you can replace this. There's even a little screw on the top, so you could actually undo that. You could take it apart and clean that Hepa filter. It doesn't say it's washable on it anywhere. So let's pop that back in. Now, the one thing that I do like about this cleaner is how it operates. Now, as you all know, with the Dysons, it's trigger, isn't it? There's a trigger there, pull the trigger, machine turns on. Not on the Samsung. If you pull this trigger, nothing happens. You think, oh, it's broken. Oh, it's rubbish, toss. No. There's a power switch on the top here. So you push that, and the machine starts. Now this is normal power mode. You've got a funky light, but you've got a light here, and you've got your battery lights here. So this is normal power, and it's not great. There's not a lot of suction or airflow there. It's a bit, it's not, yeah, not much going on. Until you pull the trigger. So when you pull the trigger, whoa! Oh, and that's really quite impressive. There's a lot of power there, but obviously that's not going to last very long, hence why the machine defaults into low power mode. And it's quite fun to play with. I know I was doing the gun earlier, so if you do like that, I'm such a child. I'm sorry, I'm just a child. What can I say? So yeah, that's the main part of the machine, but it's also got a little party trick, and that's this little red button here. Now, the Shark machines have that, oh, what's it called? Flexology, where you get like a joint in the middle of the extension wand. You can flick a switch and then it kind of comes apart, so it comes in like an angle. So that is for doing under your furniture, under your sofa. Now obviously Samsung couldn't copy that, so they thought they had to come up with a different way of doing it. And what they've done is really bizarre, and it does add to the weight and the complexity of the machine. So if you press this button here, I'm just going to plug in the Powerhead, which we'll come on to shortly. So let's plug this in. So imagine you're vacuuming. You come to your sofa. Obviously, you have to picture that you've got the extension rod here. And you think to yourself, I want to go under the sofa. Well, you press this, and it kind of does that. And you're like, that's not really that impressive, is it? Because it's not a great deal of articulation there. Okay. Why did they bother? Why did they bother? I think that's a classic case of trying to put features in where they really don't need to put features in. Excuse me. I think it's a bit of a gimmick that it's not. It's pointless, frankly. It's utterly pointless. Why would you bother? Yeah. I don't get that one. Very strange. Very strange. So let's move on to the tools. Now this turbo action brush, it's like a Hollywood movie. This is really good. I do like this brush. It's just a shame it's let down by the rest of the bloody machine. But as I say, it is so Dyson-esque. I'm putting the trigger. I'm so accustomed to starting these machines on a trigger that I just pulled the trigger. What an idiot. Let's press the button. Right, here we go. Yeah, nothing really special about that. It's just, it works really well. It works really well, actually. I will say that head is very good. It's very good. And again, just going back to the quality of it is outstanding. But unlike the Dyson, this does not have carbon fibre. You think it does because it's got black strips on it, but these are just brush strips. They aren't carbon fibre strips. So yeah, it's not as fully featured as the normal Dyson head. But you could do something about that, which I will come on to very shortly. When we've checked out these other tools, I've got a little bonus thing to show you. Now here's the Crevice Tool, which obviously just goes in the front of the cleaner. Just turn it on, see what happens. Quite a wide opening at the end, which can be useful. See, that suction is not great, is it? The machine's hardly been used, so you kind of think you're going to be putting it into turbo mode more often than not. But one little party trick of the Crevice Tool, and you've probably noticed it on the end, is that there's a little latch. So you pull the latch, and oh my goodness me, you've doubled in size. Look at that. You've got an extended Crevice Tool. That's quite cool. I like that. I like that. I think that's quite a good idea. More manufacturers should do that. I think that's a nice touch, actually. I like that. And then you just pop it away when you want to go back to normal size. That's pretty cool. And then the last tool we've got to look at is the combined dusting brush and all-purpose tool. So this is like you can see what they've done. They've taken Dyson as the inspiration. And you know what? I think why that is so thick. Can you? Oh no, you can't. That's odd. That shape, see that shape there, is replicated inside this nozzle. Sorry, dust. I thought then maybe you could put it on for like a mini extension, but no, you can't. This is too thick. It's a thick boy. But no, you can't put it in there. So it just goes on to the end of the cleaner. And yeah, it's combined dusting brush and it's backwards actually. It's backwards to how Dyson works. So when this section is out, it's just a normal. Oh, that's not very good actually. That's really bad. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but it's not designed particularly well, I have to say. That's just going to scrape. Yeah, it's a bit of a scraper, isn't it? Yeah, don't like that. Not impressed. And then when you press the trigger and push this in, if I can do it. Ooh. What was I saying about the quality? When you push that in, you've got your bristles. You've got your bristles, so you can do your dusting with it. Yeah, not exactly enamored with that. Let's put that back in the bag. That's not great. Now, as I said before, there's a little bonus with this particular cleaner because my friend, in a moment of madness, I think, went onto the Samsung website and he bought the super duper ultimate posh cleaning head for this particular machine. So this is the standard one that you get with this cleaner. But there was another head available and I have it. And I tell you what, it is one of the strangest heads I have ever seen in my life. There it is there. Now I think I'm going to bring you down so you can see this better because you really need a close-up of this head because it is utterly bizarre. But check this out. Look at this. Even from the start, you see it is just really odd. It's an odd looking head. You've got the suction channel opening here and then you've got this flexible tube that runs up to the machine. Some really nice big wheels on the back. And then you guys are not daft. You can see what's going on here. There's not one, but two brush rolls on this head. Two brush rolls. And their party piece is that they counter-rotate. Look at that. Counter-rotating brush rolls. Isn't that bizarre? Now, the only other machine I've ever seen with the counter-rotating brush rolls is the Dyson OmniGlide, the little one, the little stick vac, which is just for hard floors. I don't think I've ever seen a carpet cleaner with counter-rotating brushes on it. It's just... it's so weird. Isn't it weird? I must say, though, it looks really cool. It's a really cool looking head. Look at that. Look at that great big hose there and the twin brush rolls. Yeah, it is really cool. So let's plug the Samsung in. My God, look how big that is. You can't really see it, but imagine trying to do your stairs with that. Look at it. Look at it. I can't even get it in the whole flipping frame. It's ridiculous. Anyway, let's turn this over. Let's turn the Samsung on, and then you can see these bad boys turning. Hang on, where's the button? Whee! Look at that. God, they really go for it too. Yeah, So how's about that then? Oh, what's this called? Oh, dual action brush. There we go. It's called the dual action brush. Hopefully you can see that there. But yeah, isn't that weird? So what we need to do is to try out both of these heads in the lounge. So I think we should go and do that now. Right, here we go. Let's give this a go. Got the normal head here. Let's attach this together. That is really heavy. That is so unbelievably heavy. Yeah. Okay, let's stop moaning about the weight and get on with it. It is nice and quiet on low power mode. It is really nice and quiet. However, I will say, I don't know what to do with my finger because I'm so used to pulling this trigger in. When it's in normal power, it's not bad. I just know this is going to get blocked up though, this is the thing. So let's give it some oomph. Oh wow, yeah, that really clamps down actually. That clamps down on the carpet quite a lot. Oh, that's quite hard to use actually on full power. Yeah, it's quite nice actually. It's very heavy on the wrist. I can feel my wrist getting tired. And yeah, look at that. What's the point? What's the point of that? That's just so silly. That's so silly. God, it's got a lot of power actually. Alright, let's turn it off. Now, what's it picked up in the dustbin? Not a great deal. I did vacuum recently actually, so it's only pulled up a little bit of dust and a little bit of cat hair. But yeah, nothing very impressive. So I think what we should do is just change the heads. Let's go from the normal head to this absolutely mental head. And let's see what that's like to use. Let's give this a go. Right, okay, let's try this out. Oh, no. Okay, well that is actually easier to use because it doesn't bog down. But I just have the feeling that maybe it's not doing such a good job, even with those funky brush rolls. Yeah. That digs down a bit more. So when I try and push it, if I try and push it forward, it always wants to go around to the left, which is a little bit annoying. And it kind of feels like it's not really in contact with the floor. Yeah, it's getting quite hard to use now. I need to stop because there's so much weight here. There's so much weight on your arm just dragging down. And that head is not easy to use. In fact, I think that the original head is better than this one. I don't really know what the use case is for this one. Is it... Because I was going to say it's hard floors. It might be hard floors because if you imagine that this brush roll sweeping in from the front and the big debris through the gates there, it's not going to be able to fling it out the back because this brush roll's coming up behind and just moving it into the airstream there. Maybe, perhaps that's what it is. But no, oh god, it's so heavy. This entire machine is so heavy. Right, let's stop this nonsense. Oh, there's the cat. Bye, Podge. So yeah, what do I think about this machine? I'm not overly impressed. I gotta say, I think for the money, I would much rather have a Dyson. This unit here is far too big. It's far too heavy. It's very powerful on boost mode, but I am rather dubious as to how long that power is going to last. That's the thing. As that lady said when she stuck hers on eBay, the power just goes down because it's just getting blocked up. Barely even a single cyclone in there. Yeah, not impressive. Thud, put it back down there. This head, this dual brush roll head, whilst it is quite funky and quite interesting and pretty damn cool, I'm not convinced of the use case. I think maybe for hard floors, yes, okay. I kind of see its potential for that. If you had a lot of hard floors, then yes, this would be quite useful. But again, it's very big. It's a big head. That's a big old head. And again, it's heavy. The normal head, yeah, that's really good. Like in this one, not too heavy, works well. That plastic is going to be really manky in a very short period of time. As you can see probably there already, there's dirt trails on it. So yeah, that's not great. So it's going to end up looking really manky in a very short space of time. But to use, yeah, actually really good, really good. And I think you could just use it in like normal low power. It would do a decent job until those filters blocked up. The overall quality of the machine, yeah, really good. I'm really quite surprised at how well made this machine is. Sadly though, it's fatally flawed in many, many ways. And yeah, if you want a cordless, handheld, bagless vacuum cleaner, you buy a Dyson every time. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to do the usual commenting, subscribing and liking. I always love to hear from you. And every time you sub, it really helps my channel. Can you hear the cat scratching out there? Probably got fleas again. Stop scratching! Honestly, children, who would have them? Anyway, you guys take care and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!